Hey friends, Pastor Aaron here with your fearless word of the day. We are in the book of Ruth right now, preparing for a new series that launches this weekend, A Glimmer of Hope, working through the life and story of Ruth and Naomi. And our word of the day today comes out of chapter 1, starting in verse 16. And this is right after Naomi's sons have passed away, and she has told her daughters-in-law, go home. Go back to your people, go back to your gods, go back to your families and your way of life. Let me go home my way and you go home your way. And this is what we see in verse 16. But Ruth replied, don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me. When Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. Where they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women exclaimed, can this be Naomi? Ruth's story is neat for a lot of reasons. And as we unpack this as a faith family, you're going to see the heart of God in a lot of unique ways as he shines through dark circumstances and brings his hope. But in this specific passage, I am struck by Ruth's reaction to Naomi's permission to leave her and go back to her people. This is where Ruth, for the first time, uses Yahweh's name. And this is significant because she would have been a Moabite woman. Her God would have been Chemesh or Chemosh, and he would have, been the deity that she grew up worshiping. And her people, her family, her culture, her ways, those were all very important to her. But in this moment, she is saying that old life is gone, and I am giving everything I am to this new life. And what a new life it is. It's a life of suffering with someone. It's a life of journeying with someone back to their homeland where they have no connections or support system. Ruth is essentially saying, I'll go die with you. And you know what? I'm going to pledge my life to your God, Yahweh. I'm going to let go of the old pieces of my identity and go with you, come what may. It says in this passage, she is determined to go with Naomi. And the reader of this passage should recognize that when Ruth uses Yahweh's name, she is not only letting God work in her, but through her. She is a representative of the heart of God. She starts to characterize and reflect and mirror for us how Yahweh feels about Naomi and about all of his people. As they go into dark times, as they journey through suffering, he journeys with them, and he's with every one of us spiritually all the time. But what a neat gift when he gives us other people physically to journey with us. And that's what we see in this passage, the faithfulness of Ruth. Not just because she's a good person, but because she is reflecting the heart of God. And she's going to go with Naomi, come what may. There have been people in my life who have said that to me. I'm with you no matter what. And in those moments, they have been God's faithfulness, his comfort and hope to me in times when I felt completely alone. I'm sure you journey through things. If you look back, you will see the faces of the people that God was working in and through to show you his faithfulness and love. He is there with every one of us spiritually, but what a gift when he gives other people to us physically to journey with us, to bring his presence into our lives in unique ways. That's just one of the ways that his hope breaks through the darkness of what we're going through. As you move through the rest of your day, I just encourage you to look back. Who has God used in your life? Not just because they're good people, but because they're God people. They're reflecting his heart of faithfulness, love, compassion, and support for you. As you look at those people who have been involved in your story, I wonder how God has placed you specifically and intentionally in other people's lives to shape their stories. Who are you determined to not leave behind? Who has he given you an influence with or a charge of to demonstrate his loving kindness and faithfulness in their stories, not for your glory, but for his glory. As you look around today, I know that he'll show you opportunities where you can commit yourself to someone's well-being, and in so doing, reveal his faithfulness and glory in their lives. My name is Pastor Aaron, and that is your fearless word of the day.